Thank you, Chair. I'm going to ask my questions to the Health Food Association. Thank you for your presentation. I just want to be clear about one part of your presentation where you said Health Canada snuck these changes in Bill C-47 and Bill C-69. Actually, Health Canada, when they appear at Parliament, sit exactly where you're sitting right now. So actually, it would be the Health Minister advising the Finance Minister to put these changes in this piece of legislation. Health Canada wouldn't be able to table any legislation at all. It's MPs and ministers and the government that tables these things. But I want to talk a little bit about the Health Minister's defense of using C-47 and now C-69 and claiming that they need powers to stop, I think, a particular example of a product that they're talking about. So I want to go through the current set of powers that Health Canada has. Does Health Canada currently have the power to issue a stop sale on any natural health product in Canada?
Thank you, Chair, for the question. I will pass that off to my colleague, Laura Gomez.
Yes, Health Canada has the power.
I've got a lot of these, so
yes.
It's just yes or no. So they
Yes.
already have the ability. Okay. Do they have the ability to stop personal use imports at the border if they wanted to through CBSA?
Yes.
Do they have the ability to seize any product that they deem necessary in order to carry out their duties and functions?
Yes.
Do they have the ability to revoke a site license for a manufacturer of natural health products?
Yes.
Do they have the ability to revoke a site license for a packager or labeler of natural health products?
Yes, a site license packager or labeler.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do they have the ability to revoke a site license for an importer, such as traditional Chinese medicine importer or anybody else for that matter?
Yes, they do.
Do they have the ability to mandate a label change, for example, adding health warnings to any natural health products?
Yes.
Do they have the ability to inspect any site license for any manufacturer, packager, labeler, or importer of natural health products?
Yes.
Do they have the ability to inspect any product by taking it off the shelf and sending it to a lab for an analysis?
Yes, inspectors have those powers.
Does Health Canada actually approve every natural product, numbered product in Canada?
Yes, they have a licensing process for all natural health products.
Do they have the ability to revoke any natural product number in Canada?
Yes, there are procedures to do that under the natural health product
That
regulations.
is an immense amount of power. So basically, with the list that I've just said here, the Health Canada already has the power, and they can request a recall if they want to as well, and I'm sure the industry complies whenever that's asked. Is that correct?
As far as we know, yes, that's correct.
Okay, so this is a solution in search of a problem. So if it's clearly not about power, because there's immense power. Health Canada already is the agency. You said that the judge, jury, and executive, they're also the police. They already have the ability to police this industry through all the powers that I just outlined. These are massive powers. So it's not about power, because they already have the powers to stop any product from being on the shelf, really, if they wanted to. Yes or no?
Yes.
And they have the ability to stop anything at the border if they truly wanted to. Yes or no? Okay, so if it's not about power, it's obviously about something else. It's about money. And the self-care framework that is going to follow from this is going to do what for adding fees to the industry? Can you talk about site licenses and product fees and what's coming? What's the plan?
Yeah, I appreciate the question. I think what you're referring to is the proposals with cost recovery. And I think where we connect the dots on this one is what we've seen with cost recovery is an example of unchecked powers from the minister. They've gone forth and proposed a cost recovery plan where they did not complete a gender-based analysis, they did not complete a risk-based analysis, they did not consult with Indigenous communities, and that is what we are grappling and the industry is reeling from today. So the threat of a minister with powers that did not go through proper parliamentary process and did not go through proper due diligence is real for this industry. As I stated at the opening, it's not hypothetical. This industry is dealing with it today, and that is why we've seen the groundswell from Canadians. You know, these are products by 82% of Canadians. Over 95% of Canadians deem natural health products as licensed by Health Canada as safe, and that is why we've seen the success of our Save Our Supplements campaign.
Many businesses are claiming that they're going to shut down their operations here in Canada and move to a regulatory and less expensive jurisdiction. Will that make Canadian consumers safer, or will that do more for consumer protection or less for consumer protection, given Canada's regulatory framework versus where certain products are imported from? What's your opinion on that?
Yeah, we believe that it is in the best interest of Canadians to have products that are reviewed and licensed by Health Canada. Unfortunately, with all the proposed changes, what they have not addressed is the importation from international markets, all which are unregulated and unmonitored by Health Canada. So by limiting the Canadian production of compliant companies and compliant products, we're really pushing Canadians to purchase from unregulated and unmonitored markets, which we feel is a detriment to Canadians.
So that's counterproductive to actual consumer protection.
Correct.
Okay. Is it true that there are several jurisdictions and states in the United States of America that are currently courting businesses in the natural health product space, knowing that this regulatory change is coming?
We are aware of several states which have reached out to our member companies directly, proposing reduced in tax incentives, and at least 2 of our member companies have made the decision to relocate to the U.S.
Are you familiar with the traditional Chinese medicine and other traditional medicines from other parts of the world and these organizations as part of your organization? What are they saying to you?
They're extremely concerned, and to be blunt, they're feeling quite hopeless in the future that they see in being able to provide these products to Canadians. The conditions are just so detrimental to them that they don't feel it would be viable moving forward.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, MP Culkin.